Hello, my name is Muhammad Amin Shakirin bin Muhammad Rosdi, and my metric number is 223413. So, first of all, I would like to introduce my group member, which is Muhammad Aziz Hafizuddin bin Rosdin, Frizadir Demsre bin Sufri, and Muhammad Fahmi bin Mustafa. So, for our group, we picked the forest fire topic. So today, my group would like to present uh, the introduction, which is cases happen, how forest fire occur in our environment, the impact of forest fire, problem solving method for forest fire problems, and the conclusion. So first of all, forest fire is a burning that is igniting the forest biomass such as trees, underbush, and dead organic matter in a wooded region. This burning can be done for a variety of reasons, including land management, agricultural clearance, and habitat restoration. Or it can occur unintentionally due to natural causes such as lightning or human activity. So, for the reported cases in Kuantan, massive fire forests have erupted across Malaysia, fueled by persistent dry weather. Firefighters in Pahang have been fighting large scale in a variety of sites, including Sungai Ula, Taman Pandan Damai, and Taman Indra Sempurna. The fire have not only consumed peat and woodland, but also causes smoke affecting vision and air quality in neighborhood residential areas, according to the New Straits Times Online, which is uploaded on 8 April 2024. So, for these cases, in Kuantan, over the past few days, firefighters in the state capital have been kept busy battling with massive forest fire at various locations here. Wildfire prolonged by the dry season have engulfed peat, bush, and plantation fires triggered haze in certain areas, including housing settlement. About 4 hectares of bush is in flame near the Sultan Ahmad Shah Maritime Academy in Sungai Ula. The rescue team experienced some setback to identify a proper access road to reach the burning site. The Department of Environment provided assistance by using drones to help us identify the exact affected location so that fire truck can reach the site. Meanwhile, thick smoke from the bush and peat fires near Taman Indra Sempurna here resulted in poor visibility along Jalan Kuantan to Pekan, and a large deposit of ash from the wildfire being blown towards the nearby housing areas. So the next cases, which has happened in Northern Sarawak, uh, in Kuala Lawas. Uh, so for these cases, firefighter having difficulty to suppress the flame with area water bombing have been used to combat flames in inaccessible location. So for these cases, the firefighter using a combat flame using an aerial water bombing being thrown by the helicopter. Uh, so there are increasing worries in part of northern Sarawak over the scourge of open burning and the resurgence of forest fire as the dry and hot weather set in. In one instance, a large fire raged at a peat forest in Kuala Lawas in the northern west district of the state. causing multiple acre of land to be burned. The State Fire and Rescue Department pointed a fire that was raging near a village called Kampung Banting and deployed a team of firefighters to the site, and they used fire hoses to douse the flame and put out the flame. So let's move on to the next presenter, which is will be covering about the causes of fires of the forest fire.
So, we are moving to the causes of forest fire. First, agriculture practices. The farmers may use slash and burn agriculture. And so, because of that, farmers clear the land for cultivation by cutting and burning vegetations. For these reasons, the farmers may burn crop residues, weeds or other agricultural waste to clear fields and prepare them for the next planting season. They are making these practices because they want to cut the cost and want to make it easier for them by just burning the past crops. And the second causes is natural causes. Like for the example is what lightning strike. Lightning can ignite the dry vegetations or crops leading to the forest fire, and because of this cause, the nature can be one of the reason that can cause a forest fire. Uh, and for the third causes is climatic conditions. The prolonged dry periods make vegetation more susceptible to burning. And for the example, as we all know, the weather on Malaysia currently is quite hot every day, every year, and every month. And because of these dry conditions, it makes the crops or even vegetations like paddy or others vegetations becomes dry and can cause fire to burn so fast. And for the next causes is accidental cause. For this cause, the example is campfire. It is an unintended or improperly extinguished campfires can spread to surrounding vegetations. As we all know, when we are camping or when we are going to travel or trekking in the forest, and of course we are going to make campfires to heat our body and to cook even so. And because of that, when everyone forgot to turn it off, it will cause a forest fire. For the next causes is land clearing for development. Forests are cleared for building infrastructures, housing and industrial development. And this cause is can pretty similar with the agricultural practices where the architects or even engineers making forest or even burn the forest to make it easier and saving the cost of deforestation. And these reasons can lead to the forest fire. For the last causes is illegal activities, poaching. Hunters may use fire to flush out animals, and because of this, hunters use fire to attract the animal or even to chase the animal to the place that they wanted to. And because of this, it can also lead to the forest fire. And also illegal logging operations also sometimes use fire to remove the tracks. Because this activity is illegal, they tend to use the fire to remove their tracks before being spotted by the governments. And so yeah, that's all for the causes of forest fire. And I also included some of the newspaper article that show the forest fire that happened in Malaysia. And for the middle one, smoking also become a causes of forest fire in our country basically. And yeah, so burning of the trash also became a reasons for the forest fire in our country. And there are currently 4,470 cases of fire forests in Malaysia that will lead to bad or even negative impacts to our country or to even to the nations or to the neighboring country like Philippines, Indonesia, Singapore, and so on. And because of this, we should, or even government or public people should take good measurements or even good, uh, good, what we call good initiative to reduce the forest fire in Malaysia. That's all from me. Thank you.
So I will present the impact of forest fire. So my first point is pollution of air occur. Forest fire can have significant impact on air quality and the environment. When organic materials such as leaf, wood, or agricultural waste are burned openly, they are released various pollution into the air, including particulate matter like carbon monoxide and other toxic compounds. Even though you cannot see it, the air you are breathing is probably polluted. Worldwide, 9 out of 10 of us breathe air that is damaging our health. Invincible particles penetrate every cell and organ in our bodies, causing acute and chronic disease like asthma, strokes, heart attack, and dementia. Although pollution causes around 4.2 million yearly deaths every year. So my second point is disturb the biodiversity of flora and fauna. Fire can destroy the natural habitats of many plant animal species, especially flora and fauna, depend on specific habitats for food, shelter, and reproduction. For your information, some of the most dangerous chemicals created and released during burning are those plastic such as dioxins, which are byproduct formed when chlorine containing products are burned. Dioxin tend to adhere to the wax surface of leaf and enter the food chain in this way. Even if certain type of plastic such as polyethylene or polypropylene do not contain chlorine, but other materials attached to our burn which the plastic may be chlorine source. Then unburned portion of the plastics become litter on the ground and in lakes and also the river. As it disintegrates, animals may eat the plastic and get sick. Larger species of plastic can become a breeding ground for disease such as by trapping water that provide habitats for mosquitoes. My third point is the increasing of global warming. Forest fire release carbon dioxide, methane, and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere and it will trap the heat. Not only do air pollution and greenhouse gases share the same source, some pollutants directly contribute to global warming. How to reducing these pollutions? We can use short life climate pollution will slow the rate of climate change and help limit warming to 1.5 Celsius. My Then number 4, it will be disturbing daily living, dealing with the effect of forest fire such as healthcare expenses, property damage, firefighting efforts, and loss of productivity can impose financial burdens on individual business and also governments. Like we can see now, local economy and recreation for air quality and fire risk can deter tourists and affect local business, particularly those dependent on outdoor activity and a clean environment. In 2013, there was a very severe haze incident in Southeast Asia caused by smoke from illegal forest fire on the island of Sumatra, Indonesia, which blew eastward to southern Malaysia and Singapore, causing thick haze in the area. This matter interfered the daily life at that time, where everyone had to wear the mask when go outside and reduce outdoor activity because fear of contracting a dangerous disease. And lastly, number 5 is destructions of property. Critical infrastructure such as a road, bridge, power lines, and communication network can be affected by wildfires caused by forest fires, such as increasing insurance and financial strain because property damaging from open burning can result in significant insurance claims, potentially leading to increased insurance premium for residents and business in affected areas. The financial strain can further impact the economic stability of the community.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Fizarudin Srabin Sufi. My number metric is 222779. Okay, now I will share about problem solving method for forest fire. Here, there are two ways to overcome the problem of forest fire. The first is through prevention, for example, education and public awareness, regulation and policy, and the last is plant management. All three of these are included in prevention. Okay, the second is preparedness. Among the preparedness we can do is early detection and monitoring, community preparedness. The last one is training the resource. Now we will go to the first point, which is prevention. As we already know, in this prevention there are three more divisions. I will explain one by one. Okay, the first one is public education and awareness. Here we can educate the public about the cause of forest fire and how to prevent it, like what our group is doing now. Or we can also promote safe practice such as proper cigarette disposal, campfire safety, and equipment maintenance. The second point, which is regulation and policy. Here we can implement strict regulation on open burning and the use of firework in high risk area. The next thing that can be done is to enforce building code that require fire resistant material in fire prone area. The third or the last point is vegetation management. Here we can conducting controlled burning to reduce the amount of combustible material. And we can also thin our thick forest and remove the trees and bush. There is one more thing that can be done, which is creating fire break, which gap in vegetation that can help stop or slow the spread of a fire. Finish with the prevention method. Here we enter the second method, which is preparedness. In preparedness, there are also 3 more points as I have explained at the beginning of this slide. The first point is early detection and monitoring, where we can use satellite technology and drone to monitor forest area for sign of fire. Besides that, we can also install fire lockout tower and deploying fire watch team in high-risk area. As we can see in this slide, the second point is community preparedness. What the community can do is establish community fire protection plans and resources, such as water source and firefighting equipment. The community can also develop and practice evacuation plans. The last point of preparedness is training and resources. What I mean here is providing training for firefighter and emergency response in wildlife suppression technique, or ensuring that firefighter equipment and resources are readily available and in a good condition. Our group suggestion for new problem-solving method for forest fire is cloud seedling. Artificial rain, also known as cloud seedling, is a weather modification technique used to extend precipitation from cloud. This method can be beneficial in various contexts. Among them is reduce the effect of forest fire. Before this, artificial rain was always used for purposes such as alleviating drought and increase water supply. Cloud seedling is a method used to modify the structure of cloud and induce precipitation through the introduction of certain particles. The process involves releasing substances such as silver iodine, dry ice, or salt into the atmosphere with the aim to stimulating the formation of rain. We strongly recommend using this artificial rain for forest fire fighting purpose. Okay, that's all from our group. That's it, and thank you.